following is a presentation of TFNN. The Tom O'Brien Show is produced every business day. Tom takes your phone calls toll free at 1-877-927-6648. Internationally at 727-445-1044.
Let's go to our man Dave in Clearwater. Hey, Dave, Happy New Year. What's happening, man?
Happy New Year to you, my brother. How are you, sir?
I'm doing great, man. How you been?
I am doing well, man. I'm doing well. Can I throw a quote out at you?
Sure.
In the market, somebody knows something. Someone always knows something. That statement was made by a great trader by the name of Tom O'Brien about 6-7 years ago.
Oh, yeah?
And it kind of hit me like a brick. You're right. Somebody always knows something.
Hey, Carlos, what's going on, brother?
I'm calling you back, Tom. This morning I had the pleasure to talk to you and your son, and I don't want to miss the opportunity to talk to you again.
Well, I think you made some money on this bond.
Oh, yes, Tom. Your newsletter helped me.
That's a beautiful thing. We appreciate you growling and prowling with us out here.
Now, Tom O'Brien.
Welcome, folks. This is Tom O'Brien of TFNN. We go 5 days a week. We go 10 hours a day. We go 24 hours a day on the internet at TFNN.com. Always remember, folks, whatever you think about, you bring about. Whatever you focus on grows. Hope everyone's having a great day, safe day. Let's make it a great night, folks. Love is kind and just. When you're in love, a smile's always on your face. You feel good about yourself, and because you're happy, you are kind. Love is also just. When you make a mistake, you pay only once for that mistake. Market-wise, let's take a look at it out here. We have the Dow Industrials up 70, NASDAQ up 41, S&P's up 15.5. Percentage-wise out here, what you have, folks, you have the Dow Industrials up 0.2%, the S&P up 0.5, NASDAQ Composite up 0.7. And there's no doubt that when you take a look at this cash S&P, this thing's breaking away again. You know, bottom line, we consolidated last week around the 28.07. Right now, you're at 28.24, so that is a big number. The composite, same setup in the composite. Composite right now, we're consolidating around the price point of 73.09. Right now, you're almost 80 bucks higher. You're at 73.87. We go into the NDX 100, same type of setup in the NDX. NDX was consolidating around the 68.20. Right now, you're at 68.84. Big numbers right across the boards. Governments reopened out here. Bottom line is that didn't kind of really matter whether the government was open or closed. The market was going higher. Gold contract flat, 13.32. Silver down 2 cents, $17.01. And if we do take a look at this gold contract here, what you're looking at, folks, is this. Let's see, GCH. Okay, so, no, 1 second, there we go. Yeah, GC, okay, so GC, we're trading the February contract. Now, we've done 311,000 contracts. This is pushing with volume, you know, and we've been doing this now for let's see. We've been doing this since we broke topside on the 12th. And, you know, a couple of taggers saying, you know, bottom line is that why hasn't gold really taken off with the aspect of this weak dollar? And listen, there's no doubt. And that, you know, I like how it's pushing higher, but the bottom line is that if you've been in the gold market for any amount of time, you know, it can drop out of bed in about 1 second. So there's reason to basically stay tight on top of this. I like what it's done today. It rejected the 1328. You're at 1332 again. You're staying over the breakout area. Bottom line is that it is what it is. One of the real problems inside this metal market is silver. You know, silver, basically, bottom line, can't catch a bid. And it's not that it just can't catch a bid. It got the bid, as did gold on the 15th of January. We got to 1745. The problem child here is that it was going into 1748, had volume, didn't make it. It was going into 1759 from the 16th, same type of setup. So silver could and may present those metals market with a problem. We go back, let's go right from there and go into the dollar index. Bottom line inside the dollar index right now is that we have, first off, you're coming down today. Well, first off, what the dollar's trying to do a few times today is try to get to higher price. Couldn't handle it. The first time this morning when we get up about 8 o'clock, you get up to the 90.345 level, gave it up. Second time, got to a higher high, you get up to the 90.425 level, gave it up. You had 16,000 contracts out here. So the bottom line is that when you're looking at this, okay, was this pushing, trying to push higher with light volume, or was it pushing low with light volume? Well, we're going to know pretty soon. It looks to me like we've been building cause to basically get down and test. There's a high volume low at 89,960. We have a confirmed ABC structure on the way down with a price projection in the 82,500 level. So when you take a look at that structure, the bottom line is that longer-term basis, that's where this thing looks like it's going to go. And that break was a concisive break. You had the price spread, you had the volume behind the move, you had all of the above. And what we do have right now is that you're pretty far away from the top of that consolidation, which is 92,520. So 82 is the number. And if that's the number, the bottom line is that you will see not just the metals go topside in a big way. You'll see commodities in general go topside in a big way. The 10-year, let's go over to the 10-year. 10-year broke down about a week and a half ago. 10-year right now trading down 6 ticks. You've done 1.8 million contracts. Now, what you have out here today, that's a contraction of volume, and it's a pretty heavy contraction of volume. You know, we came down last week with 1.9 million contracts. On Friday, we did 1.6. Today, you did 1.2. Bottom line, what we haven't done yet is that you haven't rejected lower price. If you do, so that's the 10-year. You go to the TLT, which is the 20-year. Bottom line, the 20-year, that basically, you know, up 6 cents, really a sideways market. That has light volume. The 20, the IWM has to break 122.43 to basically break down at all. Now, the 30-year hasn't broken at all. The 30-year, it's the 147 number, and what you have with the 30-year right now, we got to 148.12 today. We're at 148.23. The 30-year had a very large contraction of volume. So this is an indication that, number one, you know, it's a 1.5 away from breaking down, meaning a major swing point. We haven't broken a major swing point in the 30-year since 2000. And the one that we're looking at right now, which would be a major swing, would be the last time that we came down. The last time that we came down when, you know, each and every time that, well, there's like 4 major times that we've come down in the last basically 5 or 6 years. This one here is when we came off the high. We came off the high of 177. That was July of 2016. We got into a low of 147.07. That would be the major low. You know, we're approaching it. The bottom line, you've got to 148.12, so it's pretty close. We'll see whether it's going to basically take it out. This is Tom O'Brien. This is TFNN. You stay right there, folks. We'll be coming right back. We have the Dow Industrials right now trading up 69. NASDAQ is up 52. S&Ps are up 15.5. We'll come right back.
Hi folks, Tom O'Brien here. If you'd like to get my daily newsletter, Market Insights, then now is a great time to sign up for a 30-day free trial. Every morning by 9:30, I send out my morning letter to subscribers with market commentary on a variety of markets, currencies, and commodities to keep investors up to date on the day's trading action. Included in Market Insights are specific buy and sell recommendations for stocks, ETFs, and even options, with stops and price targets included for every trade in my newsletter. If you'd like to try my newsletter risk-free for 30 days, then head over to the front page of TFNN and you'll find Market Insights under Trading Newsletters. I use my years of trading experience to bisect and dissect the market every morning and give my subscribers the most important information they need to know for the day ahead. I even issue afternoon updates for my subscribers whenever warranted with important market action. I'm always scouring the market for the next great trading opportunity. Sign up for your 30-day free trial to my daily newsletter, Market Insights, today by visiting the front page of TFNN.com. Wow! Go get them, folks.
In quiet markets, investors search for new trading opportunities. We'd like to introduce you to a new product that provides opportunities even in flat markets. Nadex, the North American Derivatives Exchange, is a new and innovative Chicago-based exchange registered with the Commodity Futures Trading Commission, and unlike most other exchanges, Nadex allows you to trade directly through them with direct market access when using their trading platform. Nadex never charges a fee to use their platform, which even includes real-time charts and full customization capability. Nadex's unique short-term binary options allow traders and investors to capitalize on strategies even when the underlying markets are quiet. Nadex's innovation has allowed them to come up with a line of unique trading products that are unavailable anywhere else. See how it works at nadex.com. That's NADEX.com, or click on the Nadex banner on the front page of TFNN.com. Futures and options trading involves risk and may not be appropriate for all investors. Until recently, it was almost impossible for the average investor to hedge against currency risk in Europe or Japan. For a bold trade on Europe or Japan that protects against moves in currency, trade HEGE or HEGJ, 2 times currency hedged leveraged ETFs from Direction Investments. Visit directioninvestments.com today. An investor should consider the investment objectives, risks, charges, and expenses of the Direction shares carefully before investing. The prospectus and summary prospectus contain this and other information about Direction shares. To obtain a prospectus or summary prospectus, please contact Direction shares at 866-476-7523. The prospectus or summary prospectus should be read carefully before investing. An investment in the funds is subject to risk, including the possible loss of principal. The funds are designed to be utilized only by sophisticated investors such as traders and active investors. Distributor Foreside Fund Services, LLC.
Tom takes your phone calls now. Toll free at 1-877-927-6648. Internationally at 727-445-1044.
Welcome back, folks. Dow Industrials right now up 66. You get the Nasdaq up 51. S&Ps are up 15.5. Let's go over to our man, Mr. Steve Rhodes, as we do each and every Monday at 20 past the first hour. Don't forget, folks, Steve's got a great show every trading day right here, 1 to 2 Eastern Standard Time. Now, as you come over to our website at TFNN, you're going to see right on the top of the carousel, take trading and investing to your next level. Steve is going to be doing a webinar for his subscribers to Mastering Probability. You can be one of those subscribers right now by coming over to our website at TFNN. Test it out. You'll be in the workshop. The workshop starts January 31st. It's 5 to 6 p.m. We'll let our man, Mr. Steve Rhodes, tell us all about it. Steve Rhodes, what's going on?
Well, you know, just reminiscing about the very first time I heard Tom O'Brien's voice on the radio, and like millions of others, I said, I've got to have more of that.
That's too funny. Oh my God.
But it's so true. And what I said to myself was, I want to know what you know. I want to learn, you know, I want to learn about technical analysis. You remember the very first thing that I did was I signed up for your Master Trader course.
Yeah, right.
With no technical knowledge. I didn't know a candle from a flashlight. Yeah. You know, and take a look at a chart out there, or volume, or a swing point, or anything. That was 11 years ago.
Really?
Yeah.
That's sick.
Yeah, how fast.
11. I see. You know, it's funny, folks. I remember that so well because we were in a conference room downstairs, and when you were talking, you're standing up. I mean, you were walking around, right?
Yeah. No, absolutely. Yeah.
Wow.
And so from that, you know, and then after that course, I went back home. I had your book, obviously, and I just, you know, from that day forward, I've never put down anything. It's just the intrigue of wanting to be able to time the market. Sure. Wanting to, you know, and I just never, I immersed myself into it. You know, look, Larry has helped me immensely, David White, Basil, everybody, you know, just being able to take all of that information. And what's interesting is, you know, you coined this phrase, what you think about, you bring about, what you focus on grows. Perhaps the most important sentence, I think, that you say each day that that each person can reflect upon, because, you know, if you do really focus, whatever you do focus on is really growing inside you. For me, it was focusing on technical analysis, and it was focusing. I remember archiving, going to the archive of your shows. I'd come home after my business day, and I'd listen to them in the evening. I would stop just as somebody asked you about a stock or an ETF or what have you, and I would try to say, okay, this is what he's going to say next. You know, just to, and then a couple years later, we're working together, and I'm doing a radio show. Right. Doing the same thing.
Beautiful thing. Totally.
Yeah. But what's really cool And what's really taken place is how I've taken that to the next level, just like the workshop that I'm going to be doing for traders. About 10 months ago,
Yep.
the folks at Timers Digest started taking my signals each day to put me as a part of their group of technical analysts that they take a look at, and they rank everybody. And you're the Gold Timer of the Year, I think, 2009. I think that was the time period out there. And so I said, I still want to be like Tom. And so for the period of March 15th through January 18th, through last Friday, just 10 months out there, so not for a full year yet. They ran my numbers. They said I'm ranked as #1.
Congratulations.
With regard to
That's
gold
awesome, man.
timers out there. Yeah. Now, they do. They won't include me in their reports that they put out until they have 12 months worth of data.
Right.
But take a look at how you've touched my life, how you touch millions of other people's lives out there. And now what's really cool is I get a chance to do this each day on the radio and then for subscribers. And the cool thing about the workshop that you mentioned, this time around, I just simply sent out updates or emails to folks and said, hey, subscribers, I want to do a workshop based upon what you want to learn. What is it that's most important to you, either from the newsletters that I put out, just whatever it is. And they came up with basically 6 things. They wanted to know the tools that I use to call major market turns. Seems like a good thing to have in our arsenal. How to use market breadth, because I talk about that during the show. How to manage long-term holdings and maybe take a look at some portfolio mixes. How to know when to exit a trade, especially a winning trade. Losing trades, it's pretty easy for us because we will get stopped out. But how to buy the C point. The A to B equals CD.
Yes.
One of my fortes, your fortes, is take a look at the D point, the completion of that pattern. And then what I call Stevie's red line. So those were the 6 core things that they wanted to learn. And for example, some of the tools that I use to call major market turns, this is the New York Stock Exchange. This takes us back into the 2016 time frame. This is a weekly chart, and there's your A to B equals CD pattern. Completes almost perfectly to a bottom in 2016. Now, what I added to the pattern out here was when the way to know when the market has truly signaled to you that this A to B equals CD pattern has completed. And that's by the formation of some type of bullish reversal signal. On the downside, on the upside, an A to B equals CD. The upside would be a bearish reversal signal. So on a weekly basis, New York Stock Exchange generated 2 big hammer candles, even a morning star pattern out there. So it was signaling to us, okay, I'm ready to do something else. If you didn't like that larger pattern, or inside that larger pattern was a smaller A to B equals CD. And one of the things that you always taught me, I remember that when you have an A to B equals CD that does a 1 to 1.618, an expansion, market's almost always going to do something different. So inside the New York, putting that together, what you first taught me right off the bat, and this A to B equals CD, the larger A to B equals CD pattern, it was easy to identify that the market was making a bottom, just using to take a look at the New York Stock Exchange. Then later on, I created my own tool, which is where price moves higher or lower, does with less relative energy. I took some of the work of J. Wiles Welder, but I used my own because I saw a different pattern out there. So at that same time that those A to B equals CD patterns were completing, so too was the pattern, I say at the bottom, but so too was the pattern where price is moving lower, doing with less relative energy. So you had 3 really significant tools to let you know that there was a market turn that was occurring. If I go back and take a look at the Dow back in 1924, it formed a version of an A to B equals CD pattern out here that led to the market moving higher into 1929. Now, there were some significant corrections along the way, average of about 10%, 7, 8, 9 corrections during that process. So if I take a look at that pattern and take a look at where we're at now in the Dow, we formed that exact same pattern back in the breakout of that pattern back in November 2016. It's why I've stick so close to my call of the Dow at a minimum, reaching for the 30,740 level, because patterns repeat. So again, another tool that I'll be sharing with my subscribers, how to actually use this, how to spot that. With regard to market breadth, these boxes out here on this chart, the green boxes, for the New York Stock Exchange, show you when there is bullish market breadth.
Okay.
The red boxes show you when there's bearish market breadth. So it becomes very easy to want to know what market breadth is doing to help you to identify which side of the trade you should be on. Now, this is taking a look at the New York Stock Exchange. So we've got TAS market profiles, crossovers to take a look at. We're going to take a look at portfolio mixes. We'll take a look at breaking things down between equities, emerging markets, maybe some short-term bond funds, commodity indexes, and then with regard to my red line. And the last thing that I will put out there is that when I take a look at a pattern that formed when gold formed a significant low in 2002, that exact same pattern is present since last month, December 2016. I think there's a major bottom that has been put inside of gold. And that's going to be good for gold timers like you and I.
It's a beautiful thing. Now, folks, you can come over to our website at TFNN. You're going to see it in the very top of the carousel. You can come over. You can test drive Mastering Probability. You're going to be in the workshop January 31st, 5 to 6 o'clock. And remember, if you can't make it live, we have great technology. You can be on your page. You can listen to it as many times as you want in the whole month. Steve, you have a great one, a safe one. Of course, we look forward to the show tomorrow.
Thanks, Tom. Take care.
Stay right there, folks. Come right back.
What kind of trader you are, 2018 is a great time to try out a subscription to Tom O'Brien's Gold Report. Whether you just plan on diversifying your portfolio with some exposure to gold and gold mining equities, or you're a gold bull that sees 2018 as the year of commodities, now is a great time to sign up for the Gold Report. Tom O'Brien publishes his Gold Report every Monday morning before the market opens and covers a variety of topics including gold, silver, platinum, copper, the XAU and HUI, the dollar, bonds, South African rand, as well as more than 20 of the most actively traded mining equities. Start your 2018 off with a bang and sign up for the Gold Report today. The Gold Report is a long-term newsletter where the focus is on building real wealth through the management of a successful portfolio of gold stocks. For all the details and to start your subscription right now, visit the front page of TFNN.com and you'll find the Gold Report under Investment Newsletters.
Today, it's hard to tell if the economy is coming or going. Regardless, I want my money going in the direction I choose. If that's your stance as well, then you want to know how Everbank can help keep your money thriving just the way you want. Is growing your money a priority? Everbank is committed to a yield pledge promise to pay high yields on your checking, money market, and CD balances. Looking to diversify? Everbank ingeniously developed accessible ways to spread your money around the world into foreign currencies and even non-FDIC insured metals. And when it comes to your wealth, they bring a highly experienced and global perspective to help you manage it. Everbank's financial philosophy flies in the face of the status quo. They believe your money's performance should not be determined by today's economic circumstances, but by the drive to rise above them and create opportunities that favor your objectives. If that excites you, like it does me, call 1-855-750-4051 to find out what they can do for you. That's 1-855-750-4051. Call them today. Everbank is a member FDIC and equal housing lender.
Achievers rise above the rest, and when they see an opportunity, they take action. Massive action. Achievers capitalize on every resource in order to experience success at its absolute max. And on Wednesday, January 31st, from 5 to 6 p.m., I'll share with subscribers of Mastering Probability how to achieve even more success with the extraordinary tools that I use to call the markets. These tools predicted the Ebola 2015 stock market bottom, the December 2017 gold bottom, and why subscribers added to their mining positions this month as well. Learn the pattern that projects the Dow's next upside target of 30,740. Folks, great moments were born from great opportunity. So don't miss this opportunity to take advantage of my 30-day money-back guarantee for Mastering Probability. All the details are on the homepage of TFNN.com. Sign up today and reserve your spot for the ultimate subscriber event.
This segment is brought to you by Think or Swim. For more information, just click the Think or Swim banner on the front page of TFNN.com.
Welcome back, folks. The Dow Industrials are right now trading up 81. You get the NASDAQ up 54. S&Ps are up 16.5. If we go inside the Dow Industrials, see where the strength is versus the weakness inside that Dow, what you have right here, out here today, is that the strength is Goldman Sachs, that's putting 30 positive points in. Home Depot's putting 16. Boeing's putting 8. Microsoft is putting 8. The only actual weak one out here inside the Dow out here today is that, well, you get a couple. You get Apple putting 10 negative points in. You get 3M putting 9. You get United Technologies putting 7. Inside the NDX 100, the mover out here today is Wynn. Wynn Resorts is up 8.5%. You get QVC up 2.8%. eBay is up 2.8%. Netflix is up 2.5%. Taken away from it is Ulta Salon. That's down 3.7%. If we go to Ulta and take a look at it, it's down $9, trading $234. Now, this is pretty wild. So we'll pull this back a bit. And what you're going to see, this came off its high of 314 in June of 2017. You go from 314, you back down to 187. Now, 187 is a high volume low, so I suspect that's going to get tested. We did a nice counter trend bounce. You come up to where the breakdown was occurring at 249. The breakdown occurred at 257. And it's given it up again. Now, what's intriguing about this is that you had this morning news come out that, in fact, and this is pretty wild because that Amazon is now the largest seller of makeup, which is, you know, makeup, health aids, all of the above, which is pretty wild. And in this particular case, it's not even like you don't hear that everywhere. So I suspect it's only going to keep getting bigger. What Amazon did do out here today also, so Amazon's trading up 28 bucks. You're at 13.22. Your high, which is a high volume high at 13.39, that wants to be tested. And what Amazon opened to the public out here today was the Amazon Go. And what Amazon Go is a store. It's only a 1,900-foot store right now, I believe, in the bottom of their headquarters in Seattle. Let me just make sure it's 1,900, not 19,000 square feet. Let's see here. Anyway, let me go through the story for you. So what this is all about, folks, is that they have put technology inside of this place that there's no cashiers. You can just pick things up, put them back down. You register an app on your phone, and bottom line, you walk out. You walk out, they're going to send you the receipt. They know exactly what you have, and that's all she wrote. So Amazon Go is the outpost that they're calling. It opened this morning. The store's outfitted with cameras and sensors that keep track as you fill your shopping bag and then exit through a gate without going through a checkout line. You get checked for your purchase. You get charged for your purchase in the app. Okay, so let's see. So it's a cashless store. What's going to get intriguing here is that the aspect of is this going to change the way of the future inside convenience stores? Because bottom line is that you know, convenience stores, monster business. I can't quite figure out yet. I'm sure the cameras are taking care of the theft aspect, because what does happen, retail businesses have a large problem with theft. Yeah, one of our tigers are also talking about that inside the Ulta stores, there are problems with the products having been expired, and there's no doubt about that. You know, I saw Peter putting that on the Tigers Den this morning, and I know from my own house that is a problem. In fact, check this out, folks. This is pretty wild. The reason that I know it's such a problem is that it's probably across the whole country. Dumpster diving with kids that are like 14, 16 years old has become a huge problem for Ulta Salon also, because the bottom line is that they know that there's so many products that expire, then they do throw some of them out, and bottom line is that these kids are dumpster diving all over the place. So I've actually seen it. I've seen it, which is pretty wild. Some of the higher volume stocks out here, oh, there's General Electric right on the top of the screen once again, folks. That's it's only down 15 cents, but what you're going to see here is this. The selling just doesn't stop. It's trading $16.10. Bottom line is that, you know, it opened last week at $19. This has monster volume once again. So now what you've done, let me pull this back because you had, so you broke down, let's see. This is just amazing, actually, when you know, I mean, I feel it's going to that high volume low, but it's still hard to comprehend it, that, you know, fundamentally, that this company is imploded and is probably bankrupt, actually, which is really going to be wild. So your next spot where it's going to get any type of, you know, support would be 1402. It looks to me like that this thing is just going to make a run right for the $5.72. Because what you have, let's see, so they're coming out with numbers on the 24th. Oh, that's 2 days from now. They're coming out with numbers on the 24th. What the speculation is, you know, we were talking quite a bit about the aspect of the financial downdraft and how much risk they had out there, and they never really basically put this on their books. The speculation is out here today, I think it's Astrom that they bought. Here it is. Let me see. They had bought a power company. These large companies, what they try to do is they try to stay ahead of it when basically they're either cooking their books or they're trying to get out of it, and then they overpay for companies. They paid for an energy company in France at the height of when oil was trading like at $120, and I believe that is going to come to haunt them also, because depending on what that number is on their books, I think they bought it for $12 billion. Bottom line is that that's going to be another problem child. So we very well could gap down on Wednesday. And let me see what time they come out with numbers. They come out before the market. They're coming out before the market on Wednesday. Some of the other high-volume stocks out here, your Bank of America up 11 cents. Juno Therapeutics, that's getting taken over. That went up 100% in 5 days. Bottom line, it's to take over at I believe 88, let me see. It's trading $85, went to 86. I think it's a takeover, a cash takeover at approximately, let's see, 80. I think it's about $87. Big number, though. And you talk about a quick movement, no doubt about that. You have Marbell's trading up 53 cents. You get Apple down $1.67. Facebook is up 3.27. That's at 184. That must be breaking all-time highs also. Oh, no, that's just getting into the gap. Okay, so that's getting into the gap away. You stay right there, folks. We're coming right back.
Many of our new listeners have heard about The Tiger's Den. The Tiger's Den is a lively community where professional traders and investors can meet, exchange ideas and information in a comfortable, moderated atmosphere. Hear all of the TFNN shows, plus see all of the charts as they happen live and have access to archives of all of those charts. You can test drive The Tiger's Den absolutely free for 30 days and greatly enrich your knowledge of these markets and how to make your money work for you. Details on The Tiger's Den are on the front page of TFNN.com. Tiger TV is an exciting way to experience TFNN programming. See high-definition video, giving you crystal clear charts, as well as seeing some of the faces of TFNN's highly acclaimed financial experts with crisp, full-fidelity sound. Catch Tom O'Brien, John Logan, Steve Rhodes, Basil Chapman, Larry Pesavento, Thinkorswim, David White, Andy Hecht, and Daryl Martin in crystal clear, high-definition audio and video. Tiger TV, exclusively at TFNN.com.
David White's newsletter, The Technology Insider, is focused like a laser on finding the next big things in technology. If you had invested only $10,000 in Microsoft in 1986, you'd have been a millionaire by 2000. Disruptive technology like Microsoft's is the key to these massive long-term profits, and the Tech Insider is the vehicle from TFNN to capitalize on these opportunities. This is the go-to newsletter that identifies, monitors, and profits on mostly little-known cutting-edge companies with great long-term prospects. David's experience is as an inventor of Emmy-winning animation products for TV and Hollywood that propelled a company public. Match that with 14 years as a full-time trader, and he's uniquely qualified to guide you through the light-speed world of ever-evolving high-tech. If you're ready to ride the next big technology bull market for less than $40 per month, log on to TFNN.com and get your 2-week free trial to the Technology Insider. Get in on the ground floor of the next big thing today. The Path of Least Resistance is David White's daily trading newsletter, and if you're looking for active trading ideas, then now's a perfect time for a 30-day free trial to this powerful daily trading advisory service. David uses his years of trading experience to offer his subscribers his trading ideas each morning in his Path of Least Resistance newsletter. Using a combination of equity trades along with options, David keeps his subscribers up to date with all pertinent market information with intraday afternoon updates when warranted. Don't miss out on this great chance to get a 30-day free trial to David's daily newsletter, The Path of Least Resistance, with no obligation to pay anything. David has been delivering solid recommendations for his subscribers recently, and if you'd like to see the type of newsletter he delivers every morning, then visit the front page of TFNN, and you'll find The Path of Least Resistance under Trading Newsletters. For all the details and to start your 30-day free trial today, log on to TFNN.com now.
Tom takes your phone calls now. Toll free at 1-877-927-6648. Internationally at 727-445-1044.
Tom O'Brien.
Welcome back, folks. Dow right now is up 54. You get the Nasdaq up 50. Dow's up 84. Nasdaq's up 54. S&P's up 17.5. Let's go to Ron in Danbury, Connecticut. Hey, Ron, what's going on?
Hi, Tom. FTR, my brother has it. He bought it like a while ago, and he bought more of it. I just tell him you're just going to lose all your money on it. So I just want your opinion on it.
Okay, so let's take a look. We got Frontier Communications. The low for the year is $6. The high is 53. Wow, that's quite a hit it took. Holy cow, that's the last 12 months. Okay, now see, this is really cool. They're claiming, right, I can see this. I can see what you're looking at. Even before I look at the chart, they're claiming that they're going to pay a 28% dividend, folks, okay? Well, let me tell you something. When you see equities that say they're going to pay a 28% dividend, it's a problem child. So let's bring this back. First, we'll put it on a weekly. Okay, wow, man, what a one-way trip this is. Okay. So, $126, man, yeah, this is dangerous. Let me see. Yeah.
I think he bought some at 7 or something. I just told him to sell it all because he bought it like last year or whatever he did. I'm not sure when it was at 4 before the split. And
let's see.
He just bought more of it. And I just told him it's not going to make it.
Well, he could have, let's see, I guess in November it was at 608, and then it was at 660. So he had to get it in a lot, you know, he probably got it in November at 7. Yeah, man.
No, he got it a long time ago.
Well, he didn't get
it when it was at 4 to 4, like a long time ago. Before the split.
I mean, I don't see it.
They had a reverse split, I think, last year, but he had it before that. So he had like a few hundred shares. We wound up having like a couple, like 22 shares or something. Then he bought more of it. And
whatever he's in a losing position, though, right? Because, I mean, it's...
Oh, yeah, he already lost $800. I just told him to buy 100 shares of it at 4 or something like this. Was a few years ago, and
yeah,
he was okay then, but now I told him to sell it when it was at 360 or 370.
It's a mess, man. There's no doubt.
So what's a good entry point on that, or what would
there
you
isn't.
Do?
Get out. Get out.
You just say get out before it goes bankrupt.
So here. Let's look at the. So, 2014 they took in $4.8 billion. 2017, $9 billion. 2018, they're claiming 8.6. Check it. They're losing so much money. It's insane. So
yeah,
they're telling everyone they're going to lose $4 this year. And the real question is, do they really have $4 to lose? And you know, if they're going for the yield, when you see a yield like this, folks, the yield, they're claiming that they're going to pay a dividend of 28%. That's always a problem. You know, it's like. That doesn't happen.
The problem I have is they have this preferred stock, too, and that pays like a 30% dividend. That gets converted into common sometime in July. And I think they're going to file for Chapter 11, just like Charter did. And then sell new stock, and they'll be in good shape, just like Charter.
Well, yeah, listen, when you look at this, these phone companies, outside of Frontier is definitely not making any money. And it's amazing too. Now, I was just talking about GE, how they had bought an energy company. They're going down the tubes, and Frontier. What ends up happening is that they took Verizon. That whole they took their cable deal, because now, unfortunately, I have Frontier. Everyone in Florida has Frontier right now, and it's
I have Frontier. That's why that's why I'm calling about it, because I don't. It seems like a good thing. So it seems cheap. You just buy it like at $7 and sell it at $8 all the time. It goes up and down, but I just seem like one of these days it's going to gap down to some kind of like we're going to file for bankruptcy. Like they did with Charter. Just my gut feeling.
Listen, there's nothing here. There's nothing to buy. I agree. You know what I mean? When you see
GE, I agree with you. That 1402, that's probably where it'll go.
The GE is really a trade. I really think we'll see whether the government ends up going after them at a certain point. If it does, it's probably 5 or 6 years from now. My take on GE is that they've been cooking the books for a long time.
I do too.
They've slipped these numbers out.
True. I was already down like quite a bit of money when I sold mine, and I have like a big loss on it, whatever already. But it'd be a bigger loss if I held it. You were right; it was going to go to 17, and now you're right; it's going to go to 1402.
Yeah, sad.
I totally agree with you.
Yeah, that's pretty sad. And what happens, folks, is that they say, okay, so the aspect of cooking the books, just so you can understand this aspect, when you know that you've bought something, right, and that it's not worth what you bought it for. What's supposed to happen is that you're supposed to write it down on your books. So what they had done last week is that they had kicked Genworth out. They pushed that out years ago, like 7, 8 years ago. They pushed it out. Well, they were still on the hook for it, and that's what I was explaining, that they're on the hook for a lot of financial deals because they signed their name on the paper, and so that $15 billion that they had to write off last week, that's what that's all about. But guess what? That didn't happen overnight. They probably should have wrote that off 5 or 6 or 7 years ago. And that's cooking the books. That's the same deal. You know it's facing you, but if you can get away with it, they're going to try to get away with it. And that's just how companies and accountants work.
Not only that, they still have the Japanese lawsuits to deal with. The only problem I have is with this Valley company. Everybody's pumping it. And they have like about a $50 billion lawsuit against them by the government of Brazil, and with some other companies are tied with it. And I think they're going to rule in their favor of the government, because some people got hurt or something on some kind of project. They were tied with some other company, and that's something with Val they don't bring up anymore. You remember when it went down to $2?
Yeah.
They said $2.14 anymore. Do they still have that liability? I just assumed they did.
I don't know, but this is a company that it's ironic about this company is that we own this company. We made quite a bit of money, and we just sold it this morning. So it was a nice run, but the way that I'm looking at it is like
I say, that news is going to come out, and I just think it's going to. That news is out there. You're my witness, because you remember when they got sued and with some other company, and it went down to $2 or $2 something. Remember?
Oh yeah, no. Listen,
the news they don't talk about that anymore. It's the only thing. Yeah, I can see why you're selling it, but that's the only thing about that company, because I like that company, because I made out on it.
Well, that company, they're printing money right now. So it's probably like a bank. They get plenty of money to push out in the future, but they're making big money. They make $417 this year, $411 next year. They're taking $109 billion. That company's all about commodities. That's.
But the only problem is they have like a $50 billion lawsuit case against the government's against them, with them and another company. They're both liable for it.
Yeah.
Remember?
Oh, listen. Yeah.
But they don't talk about that when they're telling you to buy the stock. They say investment grade buy one. It looks like.
Well, we know how this business works, man. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
They tell you to,
Well, God bless you, Tom, and your standing ovation.
Too much, man. Have a great one.
Just tell my brother to sell it. Just get out of FTR.
Yeah, just get out, man. Just get out.
Okay.
Have a great one.
God bless you.
Have a safe
Bye.
one. You get the Dow up 121, Nasdaq's up 66, S&Ps are up 22. They're going to run it right into the close, folks. You get the Dow Industrials up 0.5%, S&Ps are up 0.5%, Nasdaq is up 0.9%, And if we go take a look at it, you're getting some price spread on this composite. Composite's up 67 bucks at 74.03. You got the NDX up 66 at 69.01. You stay right there, folks. We'll be coming right back.
Larry Pesavento has just started his brand new service, Fibonacci 24/7, and he's already delivering content to his subscribers on a daily basis when the market's opened and even on weekends. Each Monday, you'll receive Larry's written report that provides detailed commentary and a summary on the charts and videos that Larry sends out. And throughout the week, when warranted, Larry will send out via charts or videos or both the key markets that he is watching during the day. This will be up-to-the-date, active trading information that will help you in your daily trading. In Larry's first week alone, he sent out 25 charts, 6 videos, and a full report to his subscribers in just 1 week. If you're a technical trader that uses patterns and retracements to trade, then Larry's service Fibonacci 24/7 is something that you must try. Right now, new subscribers can get a full 30-day money-back guarantee. With nothing to risk, sign up now to Larry Pesavento's Fibonacci 24/7 by visiting the front page of TFNN.com under Trading Newsletters. Since 1984, Basil Chapman has been using the Chapman Wave methodology to advise traders of his expert market opinion. While originally hand-drawing charts from the late 1970s into the 1980s, Basil noticed that prices under most circumstances virtually always had a certain number of legs to the upside before declining sharply. Later, Basil found that computer software, which included the standard market technical indicators, enhanced the degree of accuracy in calling price turns, as well as market trend calls. Thus was born the Chapman Wave sequence. Using the Chapman Wave methodology along with other indicators, Basil Chapman advises his subscribers of his expert market opinion each market day with his opening call newsletter. Right now, you can get a 2-week free trial to the opening call, Basil's daily trading newsletter, by visiting the front page of TFNN.com. Cancel at any time during that trial and pay absolutely nothing. Get your 2-week free trial to Basil's newsletter, The Opening Call, today by visiting TFNN.com. TFNN is excited about our new software charting program, The Art of Timing the Trade Charts. In collaboration with Tom O'Brien and using his best-selling book, The Art of Timing the Trade, Your Ultimate Trading Mastery System, David White has programmed an outstanding piece of software that will complement any trader's methodology. Using this first-of-its-kind program, The Art of Timing the Trade Charts allows you to scan thousands of stocks for Fibonacci formation setups, including Gartley's, ABC's, butterflies, and much more. The Art of Timing the Trade Charts is designed to help you when scouring the markets for stocks just beginning to form the trading patterns that many investors spend days, weeks, or even months searching to find. And right now, we're offering licenses available at only $79 a month. We are so confident that you're going to love this new charting software that will even give you a 30-day unconditional money-back guarantee. Don't miss out on this incredible new piece of software. Get your copy of The Art of Timing the Trade Charts today by visiting TFNN.com.
Don't forget, you can listen to TFNN live on your mobile device 24 hours per day. Go to TFNN.com, then hit Watch Tiger TV. That's TFNN.com, then hit Watch Tiger TV for the latest market information.
Welcome back, folks. And yeah, a couple of our tigers actually were talking about GE and the den last week. And this portion here, this is just more intense than even what we were just talking about. And what it is that GE has a pension liability, folks, of, it looks like $30 billion. When you go back when Welsh was there, this is pretty intense. When Welsh was there, they had a surplus of $14.6 billion. As of, it looks like as of 2016. Yeah, the $31 billion figure is from the end of 2016. So it's a monster problem. And the problem there is, of course, is the aspect of how many 600,000 current and former employees, bottom line, more than likely going to be in trouble with that. What does happen is that, and this is where these companies, if the SEC doesn't stay on top of them, and the SEC continues to let them get away with it, which they do, the bottom line is that there's a a pension guarantee fund inside the government. What that doesn't do, that takes care of a certain amount, but it doesn't get the workers what they worked for. That's the real bottom line. So people do take a haircut, and in certain instances, the haircut is pretty big. So, and GE, the thing that's amazing is GE, if in fact that does go kaput, bottom line, that's the last Dow stock that was the original Dow stock. You know, the original Dow Industrials. And that being said, what I suspect we're going to get anyway is that they're going to probably kick it out of the Dow, because the Dow Industrials is a price-weighted index. They can't stand low stocks, and more than likely, they can't put very large stocks in at the beginning. But Facebook is game for the Dow Industrials. You stay right there, folks. We'll be coming right back. We have the Dow Industrials up 118. NASDAQ is up 65. S&Ps are up 21. Coming right back.
You know what's cool? Taking something that's good for you. Something specifically formulated to help with weight loss, better sleep, stress reduction, and the need to detox.
Nico, our hunter and gatherer ancestors found all their nutritional requirements for health in their wild environment. But today, our food sources no longer contain the vitamins, minerals, and nutrients our bodies need to stay healthy and strong.
That's why we need Primal Edge Daily Nutrition. It includes a special blend of ionic, soil-based vitamins, minerals, fatty, and amino acids in an easy-to-use liquid form.
Primal Edge is powered by highly concentrated fulvic and humic acids, nature's preferred delivery system. They have been called miracle molecules because, like sunlight, air, and water, life cannot exist without them.
That's right, Paige. They ensure we receive all the nutrition we need to be healthy and thrive. We take it every morning.
Primal Edge, formulated and approved by Nico and Paige of Living a Primal Lifestyle. Buy it today for just $89. Click on the Primal Edge banner on the front page of TFNN.com. The following is a presentation of TFNN. The Tom O'Brien Show is produced every business day. Tom takes your phone calls toll free at 1-877-927-6648. Internationally at 727-445-1044.
Oh, look who we have. It's a beautiful thing. Look at our man, Jim from Minneapolis. We're going to take it by storm.
Taking it by storm, baby.
I love that. That's a great saying, man. Hey, what's happening, brother?
Good morning, gentlemen. How you guys doing today?
Good, man. Yourself?
Oh, man. It's been the most incredible couple of days since when I called in on Friday, Litecoin busted out of that consolidation on the 2-hour chart.
Okay.
And it just never looked back. It did a 100-point ABC up, and now it's very extended the way I look at it. But
yeah.
Holy, I mean, it went up to $420 last night.
Now, Tom O'Brien.
Welcome, folks. This is Tom O'Brien of TFNN. We go 5 days a week. We go 10 hours a day. We go 24 hours a day on the internet at TFNN.com. Always remember, folks, whatever you think about, you bring about. Whatever you focus on grows. Hope everyone's having a great day, safe day. Let's make it a great night, folks. Surrender and let go of the past. Whatever life takes away from you, let it go. When you surrender and let go of the past, you allow yourself to be fully alive in the moment. Letting go of the past means that you can enjoy the dream that it's happening right here, right now. Oh, yeah. Market-wise, let's take a look at it out here. We have the Dow Industrials finish up 142. NASDAQ up 71. S&P's up 24. Percentage-wise, what you had out here, folks, is you had the Dow Industrials up 0.5%. S&P's up 0.7. NASDAQ up 1 full percent. Netflix, NFLX, we got a lot of numbers coming out. Netflix just came out with numbers. Netflix closed at $227. That's trading $243, folks. Monster number. If we take a look at Netflix, Netflix was pushing its swing point today, pushing with volume, pretty amazing. We had 14 million versus 13 million. It's going to be a monster ABC up. Your A point is 185. Your B is 226. So you're talking about a 40-point A to B. you see is at 216, so you got, what, 255. And right now we're trading at well, there you go. You're trading at 244. Here's the numbers on Netflix, big numbers. Net streaming additions, they were expecting 6.34 million. Guess what, folks? 8.33 million. It's a monster number. Netflix, folks, is not only on a roll, but for what you're paying, and I suspect people are really starting to catch on that all of it, whether it's $10 or $11, you get a huge amount of entertainment with a huge amount of shows for a very inexpensive price. We'll come back to Netflix. I want to go back to the rest of the market right now first. Gold contract. What do we have? The gold contract. Gold contract is up $1.20, trading at $13.34. Gold finally got a slight bid as we were coming into the closeout here today. We hit a low of $13.28. We're at $13.34 right now. You have some volume behind the move, 316,000 contracts. What we do have, you have two separate issues out here. Going back on the 16th, you had high volume at the 13.45. I expect that'll get tested, number one. I suspect what we're going to see out here this week is that we're going to go after the 13.65 September 8th swing high. And the reason I'm saying that is that if we go over to the U.S. dollar, what you're going to see out here at the start of the week is that the dollar index still can't hold price. It got up to 90.500 today. It closed out at 90.175. No buyers inside King Dollar. It's in a confirmed ABC structure on the way down. And the closer that we get to the breaking the 90, not that it's a psychological level, but once you get in the 80s, guess what? 82,500 is the price projection. I believe it's actually 82.375 to be exact. Bottom line, you break that 90 psychologically, it's going to be a number that you're in the 80s. Guess what? They'll ram that thing down. Notes and bonds. So first off, let's take a look at it. You get the yield out here inside the 10-year. 10 years yielding 2.657. Bottom line for the last year, the high is 2.659. I believe that's the high. Yeah, it is. And the low is 2%. If we go over and we take a look at this 10-year, what you're going to see is this, is that the 10-year today had light volume. It didn't hold price once again, but the bottom line is that in order for this thing to, we've already broken down. That being said, the last 3 days inside the note market, you're going to need a lot more volume to really break down into much lower prices. Why? Because if we go take a look at the 30-year, what you're going to see inside the 30-year, the 30-year was down 8 ticks. You're at 148.24. The low of Friday was 148.17. The 30-year contracted pretty dramatically, 220,000 contracts. The 30-year, bottom line, it's 147 in the continuous contract where a breakdown would occur. We haven't had a breakdown inside that 30-year since 2000. So we'll see whether baby wants to make a run for it. Some of the higher volume stocks out here today, what you had, GE was the leader on the way down, 132 million shares. GE's in tough shape. That's down 9 cents, $16.18. Juno Therapeutics was a takeover. That was up 100% in 4 days. Right now, that's don't go buy it now because it's that trading at the takeover price. It was up 18 bucks at 86. You had Marbell was up 66 cents, 37.87. Square was up 273 at 45.29. That caught a bid. Verizon up $1.55 at 53.46. Let's go take a look at a few of these telephone companies. So Verizon caught a bid out here. Oh, big time, too. Let's see. Did they come out with numbers, too? Let's just see here for a second. So, oh, I see. Okay, this is pretty cool. So check this out. Verizon is coming out tomorrow at 7 o'clock in the morning, and this looks like it's going to be an ABC up. Whoa, baby. This will be interesting. If this is an ABC up, let me pull this back a bit. Yeah, you get that. You get action, man. Okay, so your 8-point on this is 44 approximately. You get about a 9-point A to B, which would get you into the $60 level. And if we bring this back, you have, what is it? Oh, man, this is a trip. That's 1999. Let me pull this back a bit. This is going, so the last high is 56. The high of 1999 is 62. Bring it closer. I forget what I said the AB is. 62. $9. Hey, that's going after its high of 1999. That's pretty incredible, man. That is absolutely incredible. Let's go and take a look at the platinum market. So platinum out here just about made it to its swing high and then gave it up. If we take a look at the platinum market, the swing high was going after that September 8th swing high, 1,027. You got to 1,023 and then gave it up, and gave it up pretty big. We were down $18. Let's see what that was doing. That was a one-way ride. Man, they sold that baby down. And what that platinum does have intraday, that has a high volume low now on an intraday basis of 994. Pretty wild. You stay right there, folks. We'll be coming right back with more numbers for you. Netflix, NFLX. Let's go over to Netflix. Netflix closed at $227. That's trading up $20 to $247. And they printed some big numbers, folks. We're coming right back.
Hi folks, Tom O'Brien here. If you'd like to get my daily newsletter, Market Insights, then now is a great time to sign up for a 30-day free trial. Every morning by 9:30, I send out my morning letter to subscribers with market commentary on a variety of markets, currencies, and commodities to keep investors up to date on the day's trading action. Included in Market Insights are specific buy and sell recommendations for stocks, ETFs, and even options, with stops and price targets included for every trade in my newsletter. If you'd like to try my newsletter risk-free for 30 days, then head over to the front page of TFNN and you'll find Market Insights under Trading Newsletters. I use my years of trading experience to bisect and dissect the market every morning and give my subscribers the most important information they need to know for the day ahead. I even issue afternoon updates for my subscribers whenever warranted with important market action. I'm always scouring the market for the next great trading opportunity. Sign up for your 30-day free trial to my daily newsletter, Market Insights, today by visiting the front page of TFNN.com. Wow! Go get them, folks.
Has the current market volatility continued to stop you out of trades when the market spikes against you? Now is the perfect time to open up an account with Nadex. Nadex, the North American Derivatives Exchange, is a brand new, completely regulated Chicago-based exchange, and unlike most other exchanges, Nadex allows you to trade directly through them with direct market access when using their completely free trading platform, which also features real-time charts and full customization capability. One of the advantages of trading with Nadex in volatile markets is that your risk is always capped and you have the ability of keeping your trades open even when the market spikes against you. Nadex is completely brand new with a line of unique trading products that are unavailable anywhere else. See how it works at nadex.com. That's NADEX.com. Or click on the Nadex banner on the front page of TFNN.com. Futures and options trading involves risk and may not be appropriate for all investors. Are China A-shares hot or not? If you trade China A-shares, now may be time to take a closer look. Trade CHAU or CHAD, Directions Daily CSI 300 China A-share Bull and Bear ETFs. China A-shares in either direction. Visit directioninvestments.com today. An investor should consider the investment objectives, risks, charges, and expenses of the Direction shares carefully before investing. The prospectus and summary prospectus contain this and other information about Direction shares. To obtain a prospectus or summary prospectus, please contact Direction shares at 866-476-7523. The prospectus or summary prospectus should be read carefully before investing. An investment in the funds is subject to risk, including the possible loss of principal. The funds are designed to be utilized only by sophisticated investors such as traders and active investors. Distributor Foresight Fund Services, LLC.
Tom takes your phone calls now. Toll free at 1-877-927-6648. Internationally at 727-445-1044.
Welcome back, folks. So Netflix, here's some of the numbers on Netflix. Okay, the world's largest online TV network signed up 8.33 million customers in the fourth quarter, which did surpass the analyst estimates of 6.34 million. They're saying that a large part of that had to do with the fantasy series. I'm not sure what that is, but bottom line is that worldwide right now, Netflix has 117.6 million subscribers. Monster number. Holy cow, that is one monster number. Let's see, Reed Hastings is saying that the company is going to increase marketing a little faster than revenue in 2018. They are going to basically go from spending 1.3 billion to 2 billion, and his quote is, because testing results indicate that this is wise. We want great content, and we want the budget to make the hits we have really big to drive our membership growth. Bottom line is that there's no doubt, you know, I've been getting into basically watching Netflix a lot more. I've had it for a long period of time. And it's a mind blower, folks, actually, how many great series that they've had. And they've had them out there for 3 or 4 years. I've been watching a few of them. And it is incredible how many they have out there. And I guess the way to have more people understand it is to get that content in front, get the advertisers' content in front of folks to let them know, hey, this is what we do have out there. And, you know, it looks to me like they are on a run, and probably an incredible run. If we go over to Ma Bell, we were just looking at Verizon. So Verizon comes out with its earnings tomorrow. Ma Bell comes out with their earnings on the 31st. Ma Bell's trading $37.87. Let's take a look at this. So Ma Bell has a lot further to go in order to get up to its 19 and 99 highs. Their highs up there at 99 are 59 bucks. This is only at 37. This has been consolidating with the highs of 42 for a long period of time since then. So Verizon definitely has a leg up on Ma Bell big time too. Let's go and take a look at the IBB. So the IBB are the biotechs. Biotechs are the IBB trading 115. That was up 352 today. That had volume behind the move, and this was all Juno Therapeutics. There was actually a couple of biotechs that went up dramatically today. So we just took out the swing point. Let's see, 114. Yeah, you took out the swing. It's going to try to go into its downdraft again from August of 2015. That's how that thing is setting up right now. If we take a look at the weighting structure inside that now, Gilead Sciences is 8%. Gilead's 8, Amgen's 8, Biogen's 8, Celgene is 7.6, Regeneron is 5. Celgene was the company that is going to pay up for Juno, and Celgene right now, they have basically had to do something. Why? Because this thing came down hard when one of its drugs didn't fly. This company came down in October from 147 to 94. You talk about a fast beating. That was pretty amazing. So they're banking their results. Well, they're not banking their whole results on it, but the bottom line is that Juno Therapeutics, they're figuring that can give them some juice. If we take a look at another biotech, this one is pretty intense. I believe this is a biotech. Let's take a look. So this is, let's see, the symbol is BIVV. It's a biotech company. This was up 40% today, $39. The company focused on the discovery, research, development, commercialization of therapies for the treatment of hemophilia and other blood disorders. So is this a takeover too? Let's see here. No, this. Okay, hold on. Back paper. Yeah, this is a takeover too. This has got to be a takeover. Who's taking this over? Oh, there it is. Yeah, Sanofi. Sanofi's going to buy them at 11.6 billion. That's quite a deal, also. Holy cow! You talk about. Yeah, so this thing closed on Friday at $62. Opens up this morning at 104. So there's a double. And in fact, this never even this never traded at those prices. This actually looks like it's a brand new equity. So they take in, man, some of these biotechs, when they stop printing money, they stop printing money. So check this out. 2014, 134,000 a year. 2018, 1.4 billion. And this company, oh, the Waltham, Mass. There you go. It's in Waltham. It doesn't have the, maybe it was done by a reverse merger. I'm not sure. Because what it doesn't have how it went public. Bottom line, though, you can see big numbers out here. We go take a look at, let's go take a look at Walmart out here. So Walmart trading at highs also. That was up 86 cents today, $105.56. And, you know, these are all-time highs, too. You know, each one of these that we're bringing up, there's quite a few of them. All-time highs are out there, and they don't seem to want to stop. Let's go into the steel business. We take a look at steel. U.S. Steel up 54 cents, trading $39.31. And this is going to need a little bit more volume. This is approaching its high from February of 2017, which is $41. Yeah, this is going to need more volume. Now, the steels have been in consolidation since 2008. So this is going to need more juice. Let's go to AKS and take a look at AKS. Yeah, this got hit today. So this came off its highs, had volume down. It did reject lower price, but yeah, this is not going anywhere. We take a look at the aspect of what we can expect out here from now until February 8th with the government, folks. So what you had out here is this, is that you had the shutdown that basically was all of maybe 5 hours on a Monday. You know, we had the shutdown basically Friday at midnight, but the reality is that everything starts off on a Monday. The Senate, the Republicans in the Senate made a deal between themselves and the Democrats in order to get the government open again. That being said, what you had out there, which was right up front, is that Paul Ryan in the House said, quote, that his House Republicans did not have to abide by any deal that the Republicans made in the Senate. So what this sets up is that this sets up, you know, the next 17 days, seeing if they can get an immigration deal done, because that's the understanding inside the Senate, that they're going to get something onto the floor to have a vote. Well, bottom line is that the cats and dogs will be fighting out here until the 17th, and we'll see if, in fact, they can get a deal done, or do we replay this whole deal out here again. The market certainly didn't flinch on the government shutdown, including what was interesting is that, you know, the news is that, yes, the dollar was down. The dollar's been down forever. The dollar's been down since January of last year, so that certainly wasn't being affected. You stay right there, folks. We'll be coming right back. Dow Industrials finished up 142. NASDAQ up 71. S&P's up 24. We'll come right back.
Today, it's hard to tell if the economy is coming or going. Regardless, I want my money going in the direction I choose. If that's your stance as well, then you want to know how Everbank can help keep your money thriving just the way you want. Is growing your money a priority? Everbank is committed to a yield pledge promise to pay high yields on your checking, money market, and CD balances. Looking to diversify? Everbank ingeniously developed accessible ways to spread your money around the world into foreign currencies and even non-FDIC insured metals. And when it comes to your wealth, they bring a highly experienced and global perspective to help you manage it. Everbank's financial philosophy flies in the face of the status quo. They believe your money's performance should not be determined by today's economic circumstances, but by the drive to rise above them and create opportunities that favor your objectives. If that excites you, like it does me, call 1-855-750-4051 to find out what they can do for you. That's 1-855-750-4051. Call them today. Everbank is a member FDIC and equal housing lender.
No matter what kind of trader you are, 2018 is a great time to try out a subscription to Tom O'Brien's Gold Report. Whether you just plan on diversifying your portfolio with some exposure to gold and gold mining equities, or you're a gold bull that sees 2018 as the year of commodities, now is a great time to sign up for the Gold Report. Tom O'Brien publishes his Gold Report every Monday morning before the market opens and covers a variety of topics including gold, silver, platinum, copper, the XAU and HUI, the dollar, bonds, South African rand, as well as more than 20 of the most actively traded mining equities. Start your 2018 off with a bang and sign up for the Gold Report today. The Gold Report is a long-term newsletter where the focus is on building real wealth through the management of a successful portfolio of gold stocks. For all the details and to start your subscription right now, visit the front page of TFNN.com and you'll find the Gold Report under Investment Newsletters.
TFNN has put together the finest programming lineup each trading day, featuring some of the most knowledgeable and respected financial minds in the nation to educate traders and investors. On Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays, we broadcast 8 hours a day, starting at 9 a.m. as Larry Pesavento kicks us off with Trade What You See. Tuesdays and Thursdays, we broadcast 11 hours. Get an early and healthy start to your day as Nico and Paige bring you Living a Primal Lifestyle. Then catch Andy Hecht at 5 p.m. with the Commodities Hour, following the Tom O'Brien Show. Swim lessons from TD Ameritrade Think or Swim is now at 11 a.m., followed by Basil Chapman at 12 noon. See the TFNN program lineup via the link on the front page of TFNN.com to get a complete overview of our TFNN shows and hosts. And keep TFNN's Tiger TV tuned in on your mobile device, PC, or Mac for the latest financial news and information throughout the broadcasting day. TFNN.com, educating investors. This segment is brought to you by Think or Swim. For more information, just click the Think or Swim banner on the front page of TFNN.com.
Welcome back, folks. So let's see. We had Marvin. Okay, so Marvin Goodfriend, which is a nominee to the Federal Reserve governor, said he had hoped that the U.S. Central Bank stays alert to future challenges while increasing transparency and accountability. Guided by the goals of maximum sustainable employment, price stability, financial stability, and with lessons from the past, the Federal Reserve must be alert for future challenges. The Carnegie Mellon University professor said today in prepared remarks in which he's going to deliver tomorrow at his nomination hearing before the Senate Banking Committee. I intend to draw on my academic and professional experience to promote policies that would further increase transparency and accountability of the Federal Reserve. Good friend is a former Richmond Fed policy advisor, well-known monetary policy scholar. His research has spanned topics such as central bank independency, transparency, and the Fed's role of lender of last resort. While most define his views at least more accurately than the standard dovish or hawkish would be, what most defines his view, at least more accurately than the standard dovish or hawkish, would be his aggressiveness whenever inflation credibility is threatened in either direction, former Fed Governor Lawrence Mayer said in a note to clients following Goodfriend's nomination in November. If confirmed by the Senate, Goodfriend will join the Fed at a time when the officials remain vigilant about easy financial conditions and too low inflation. He's 67 years old. He's shown himself to be a creative thinker. At the annual gathering of economists and officials in Jackson Hole in 2016, Goodfriend gave a paper on how negative interest rates and the possible elimination of paper money might help fight deflation when interest rates were cut to zero. Negative rates punish savers and banks who hoard cash while rewarding borrowers. Fed officials say the forward guidance that commits to holding borrowing costs lower for longer, as well as asset purchases, would be their main tools if they are forced to cut rates to zero once more. Well, we know rates are going the opposite way. That's where this thing has been going. We'll see how this 10-year reacts. If we go over into the Bitcoin universe, folks, bottom line is that since the first day that the Bitcoin has traded on the Chicago Merc, it's been a one-way trade. Bitcoin was down another $1,183 today. We're at $10,186. The high was established the day that they started trading on the CME, which was December 18th. That was 19,500. And I suspect what we're going to see here is this. So this is going to be just not only a mess, but a real mess. That's what it looks like. So what we have is this. You have a gap that's wide open at 83.28. That could be basically hit tomorrow. That being said, when you take a look at this, more than likely what we're going to have here is another larger ABC structure down. You got 17,000 approximately as your A. Your B is at 9,000. So you're talking about an 8,000 A to B, which will get you down somewhere into the 4,000 level. And that's, you know, that's doable. You know, because what you have here, folks, is that the 4,000, we took off out of the 4,000 level in October. So picture this. In October 6th, you're at 4,400. The 9th, you're at 4,800. The 13th, you're at 5,800. And then at the end of the month, let's see. Well, November 3rd, you're at 7,800. So you doubled. Big, big numbers. So I suspect, number one, you're going to be down at the gap, which is 83.28. That's not hard to get to. It's only $1,700 from where we are. We went down into 1,200 today. You have a high volume low that's at 91.85. That was established last Wednesday. That's the where it looks like it's going. And if we take a look at the other cryptocurrencies out here today, you have Ripple trading at $1.15. That was down 14%. You got Ethereum down, trading at 9.30. That was down 9.8%. Litecoin, you know, I'm in Paul. You can on the intro, that 4 o'clock intro. You know, he was selling it at 4.20. This is down 10%. This is trading at 167 right now. So big numbers. Let's go over to the Ripple. I want to look at the Ripple because Ripple had seen, well, they all got quite a bit of juice behind them when they were going up. I want to pull this up and see. Look at this. Wow, that's intense, man. Okay, so Ripple started off at 24 cents. Oh, my God. 24 cents in December. Went up to 3.31. Right now, this is going to go after 87 cents. And more than likely, this is going to be a classic. This can go all the way right back to 24 cents. And that's not going to be too hard. You talk about a one-way trip. Holy cow. Well, you got a two-way trip. It's on its way back downtown now. So that was Ripple I just pulled up. We're going to pull up Litecoin now. Litecoin trading at $1.68. Let's see what this has done. Okay, so this took off at 89 cents. Goes to 375 on my scale. Also has the high volume low at 137. Yeah, this is game right into the breakout area of 89. This whole thing is going to be just amazing watching how this whole thing shakes out. Because what you are going to have then you're going to have a range, folks. Ethereum, that was down 9.8% today. This started off at, let's see, so 421. Goes up to 1420. Comes down hard. Now, Ethereum has two different levels. One level is at 748. That was a break topside January 2nd. The larger one, if you're going to wait for this thing, is 487. Let's go take a look at some of the stocks that moved along with the cryptocurrencies. One of them is Riot blockchain. That's trading $19.48. And this is sick. So picture this, folks. This stock takes in $24,000 a quarter. My God, I don't even know how this happens. They have a market cap of $226 million. And anyway, that being said, bottom line, this took off September at $4.30, gets up to $45. It's trading $19. So I guess this is going to get intriguing, man, because you have $11.40 pulling back to that level with light volume. Now, this is where this gets intriguing. What I like about this is that you have these are high volume highs. Now, because it went parabolic, when you get a high volume high like this, it can be years before you go back up to that level. But this looks to me like it's tradable. You get big volume. You did 1.6 million shares out here today. It has volume every day. I wouldn't be biting on it till it's lower. You got a 28.29% short interest, so it's a big number. They employ 5 people. Imagine. Oh, man. You got to love euphoric markets. You stay right there, folks. We'll be coming right back.
Many of our new listeners have heard about the Tiger's Den. The Tiger's Den is a lively community where professional traders and investors can meet, exchange ideas and information in a comfortable, moderated atmosphere. Hear all of the TFNN shows, plus see all of the charts as they happen live and have access to archives of all of those charts. You can test drive the Tiger's Den absolutely free for 30 days and greatly enrich your knowledge of these markets and how to make your money work for you. Details on the Tiger's Den are on the front page of TFNN.com. Tiger TV is an exciting way to experience TFNN programming. See high-definition video giving you crystal clear charts, as well as seeing some of the faces of TFNN's highly acclaimed financial experts with crisp, full-fidelity sound. Catch Tom O'Brien, John Logan, Steve Rhodes, Basil Chapman, Larry Pesavento, Think or Swim, David White, Andy Hecht, and Daryl Martin in crystal clear, high-definition audio and video. Tiger TV, exclusively at TFNN.com.
Since 1984, Basil Chapman has been using the Chapman Wave methodology to advise traders of his expert market opinion. While originally hand-drawing charts from the late 1970s into the 1980s, Basil noticed that prices under most circumstances virtually always had a certain number of legs to the upside before declining sharply. Later, Basil found that computer software, which included the standard market technical indicators, enhanced the degree of accuracy in calling price turns, as well as market trend calls. Thus was born the Chapman Wave sequence. Using the Chapman Wave methodology along with other indicators, Basil Chapman advises his subscribers of his expert market opinion each market day with his opening call newsletter. Right now, you can get a 2-week free trial to the opening call, Basil's daily trading newsletter, by visiting the front page of TFNN.com. Cancel at any time during that trial and pay absolutely nothing. Get your 2-week free trial to Basil's newsletter, The Opening Call, today by visiting TFNN.com.
Achievers rise above the rest, and when they see an opportunity, they take action. Massive action. Achievers capitalize on every resource in order to experience success at its absolute max. And on Wednesday, January 31st, from 5 to 6 p.m., I'll share with subscribers of Mastering Probability how to achieve even more success with the extraordinary tools that I use to call the markets. These tools predicted the Ebola 2015 stock market bottom, the December 2017 gold bottom, and why subscribers added to their mining positions this month as well. Learn the pattern that projects the Dow's next upside target of 30,740. Folks, great moments were born from great opportunity. So don't miss this opportunity to take advantage of my 30-day money-back guarantee for Mastering Probability. All the details are on the homepage of TFNN.com. Sign up today and reserve your spot for the ultimate subscriber event.
Tom takes your phone calls now. Toll free at 1-877-927-6648. Internationally at 727-445-1044.
Tom O'Brien. Welcome back, folks. And you just heard Steve. You want to go to a great workshop, folks? Come over to our front page at TFNN.com. You're going to see it right on the top of the carousel. You can test drive Steve's Mastering Probability 1 month, be in that workshop, and get to learn a huge amount about how these markets move. Let's go to our man Jim in Minneapolis. Hey, what's going on, brother?
Tom, how you doing, brother?
I'm doing good, man. I feel for you guys. Sad but true.
I was out all day, and I actually had to file a missing persons report because the Vikings never showed up yesterday.
Oh, my God. That's sad. I know. And, you know, it is interesting, man, because your defense is so dramatic, so great. And that they just basically did the job. So
it'll save us the humility of getting pounded by the Patriots in the Super Bowl.
Well, you know, so watch this, folks. The thing that, you know, you do have a win out of this. And what the win is out of this is that what happens, folks, is that this would have been the first time that a team is in their hometown and it's a Super Bowl And now what's going to happen is you get Philadelphia coming in, and bottom line is that now you're going to get all those fans spending a lot of money in the town. So there's, you do have, thank God you're getting something out of it.
The Airbnb, I got a buddy's renting this house out for $10,000 for the week, and it's really nothing it's just close to downtown. And
wow.
All the Airbnb listings are just going wild. They're lighting up. I heard today. Just because of now the two East Coast and. There's a couple of airports surrounding down, the big airport in Minneapolis, and one out by me is going to have 300 private jets landing there. There's another 300, so it's like 1,200 jets already coming in that are pre-scheduled to come in.
And you have what you have, and this is what you have two big gambling towns, folks. Between Philly and New England, you're talking about heavy gambling towns and big fans that those cities absolutely shut down when either the Phillies are playing or the Patriots are playing. And if you've never seen it, I'm telling you, you want to see something like this, like how a city shuts down. Last time I was up in Boston, Jim, it was just like I was saying. I've been out of Boston 22 years now, so it's a long period of time. Yeah. And that was the first time I've ever seen the whole city shut down. It was like it was pretty cool, man. You know what I mean? It's like, wow,
Yeah, they've got, Minneapolis, I think it starts this Friday, actually, and they've got, they've got stuff shut off, and they're building, it's just amazing what goes into the infrastructure.
Sure.
It's
good.
It's going to be a lot of fun.
It is, no doubt.
So I was going to ask you the difference between the GLD and then the iShares IAU. Other than price, do you ever look at any tracking differences on these things?
That's interesting. So here, watch this, folks. So the IAU, what I like, I'm looking at right here. So the IAU, folks, okay, is it's an ETF, okay? Inside that ETF, let me just see this structure inside that ETF for a second. Oh, no holdings inside the ETF. Okay, I don't have them at the top.
Oh, it doesn't? Okay.
Yeah, so I could get them, but not quickly.
Yeah. Gotcha.
What I like, though, is this. Okay, so you took out your swing point. You took it out with volume. This is an ABC up, You have the swing point up here at 1298. You're at 1281. This is a good indication that we're going to take that out,
Yep.
And when we go over to the IAU, if I go over to the
GLD.
Yeah, the GLD, what you're going to see is that we are at 2371. Now this is an ABC up also. Now the cool thing is, I believe this is an ABC up that brings you over that 2127. Oh no, it's only two, which brings you to 25. Yeah, this one here just brings you right up to the September 7th and 8th high, which is 2558. What we need here, so Pitcher, we were talking about this in the first hour, and what you have, folks, is this. It's always dangerous inside the metal market when, in this particular case, we have the dollar going down and the gold contract is doing all right, but the silver contract has stalled in a big way. That's a dangerous setup. And particularly, I don't like what happened inside the platinum market today. What we had inside the platinum market is that it almost got to that swing high of 1028. We made 1023, and then that thing dove down $19. It's like, really?
Okay.
So we got to stay cognizant of all these markets. It looks to me, that being said, it looks to me, Jim and folks, is that this dollar is going to get into the 80s tomorrow. That's what it looks like. It closed out at 90.165. That gets into the 80s. That can get some juice on the way down. And so we get that. If we get that, you'll see all these commodities go higher. That's how it seems to be shaking out.
All right.
Cooking, brother.
Well, all right, cooking, Tom.
Have a great one, man. Have a safe one. If we go over to Netflix, this is pretty incredible what you do have going on inside Netflix, folks. Okay, here, let me see. Oh, great. I got these numbers up right now. So Netflix, it closed out at 227. It's trading 248. This is an ABC up, I think, to 255 or something. Let me see. What was it? 26. Yeah, $40. Yeah, 265. No, 256. And right now you're at 248. So it's going to do the B to C point, C to D point in one day. These are the numbers. So market-wise, market cap-wise, it's going to surpass the 100 billion for the first time. They added 8.3 million subscribers. 1.9 million of those are in the U.S., 6.36 million internationally. That beat the estimate was a 6.34 total. They now have 117.6 million customers worldwide, and their sales for the quarter was 3.29 billion. What Hastings is going to do, which is pretty wild, man, he's going to go from spending in the next quarter, he's going to go from, I'm not sure, the quarter of the year, he's going to go from spending 1.2 billion on advertising, making sure people know how good Netflix is, to 2 billion. So he's ramping that advertising up in a big way. And they're saying that the bottom line is that they've done a couple tests, and each dollar that they're putting out there for what they're getting back goes up, and it goes up pretty dramatically. And as I was saying a little bit earlier, what Netflix absolutely does have right now, they have, let's see, yeah. So that number that I just gave you, folks, is a yearly number. In 2018, they had planned on spending 1.3 billion in advertising. They're now going to spend 2 billion. Big number, man. That is a monster number. But guess what? There's not many value deals around, it seems, in the marketplace. And this particular one, guess what? This is a real value. There's no two ways about that. ADBE, let's go take a look at Adobe. Adobe closed at 197. That is trading right now at 203. Let's see what they have to say. Okay, so the earnings per share, 620. That's for the year. That's their adjusted earnings. They made 143. For the full year of 2018, they thought they were going to make 550. Now they're going to make 620. Stay right there, folks. Coming right back.
Larry Pesavento has just started his brand new service, Fibonacci 24/7, and he's already delivering content to his subscribers on a daily basis when the market's opened and even on weekends. Each Monday, you'll receive Larry's written report that provides detailed commentary and a summary on the charts and videos that Larry sends out. And throughout the week, when warranted, Larry will send out via charts or videos or both the key markets that he is watching during the day. This will be up-to-the-date, active trading information that will help you in your daily trading. In Larry's first week alone, he sent out 25 charts, 6 videos, and a full report to his subscribers in just 1 week. If you're a technical trader that uses patterns and retracements to trade, then Larry's service Fibonacci 24/7 is something that you must try. Right now, new subscribers can get a full 30-day money-back guarantee. With nothing to risk, sign up now to Larry Pesavento's Fibonacci 24/7 by visiting the front page of TFNN.com under Trading Newsletters. David White's newsletter, The Technology Insider, is focused like a laser on finding the next big things in technology. If you had invested only $10,000 in Microsoft in 1986, you'd have been a millionaire by 2000. Disruptive technology like Microsoft's is the key to these massive long-term profits, and the Tech Insider is the vehicle from TFNN to capitalize on these opportunities. This is the go-to newsletter that identifies, monitors, and profits on mostly little-known cutting-edge companies with great long-term prospects. David's experience is as an inventor of Emmy-winning animation products for TV and Hollywood that propelled a company public. Match that with 14 years as a full-time trader, and he's uniquely qualified to guide you through the light-speed world of ever-evolving high-tech. If you're ready to ride the next big technology bull market for less than $40 per month, log on to TFNN.com and get your 2-week free trial to the Technology Insider. Get in on the ground floor of the next big thing today. With over $56 million in cash and over $66 million in working capital, Great Panther Silver is positioned as a company with a solid foundation and poised for growth. While completely unhedged to the price of silver, Great Panther retains 100% ownership in 2 producing mines in Mexico, which is the top silver producing country in the world, along with future potential production in Peru. Great Panther is highly leveraged to the price of silver, and after a great year of performance in 2016, Great Panther Silver has a strong outlook for 2017 as well. With good liquidity in trading and strong fundamentals on the balance sheet, while remaining completely unhedged to the price of gold and silver, now is a perfect time to take a closer look at this equity. If you'd like to find out more about Great Panther Silver, then go to greatpanther.com or check them out on the NYSE market, symbol GPL, or the TSX, symbol GPR.
Don't forget, you can listen to TFNN live on your mobile device 24 hours per day. Go to TFNN.com, then hit Watch Tiger TV. That's TFNN.com, then hit Watch Tiger TV for the latest market information.
Welcome back, folks. Trump just put a 30% tariff, folks, on solar equipment made abroad. What that just did, FSLR, this is First Solar, which is a U.S.-based company. That just took that from $68 to $72. Let's see what else is in here. That's still a dog. Okay, so this is a dog down from the $317. Your swing point out there is 73. It's going to go after the 73. It looks like there's going to be a tariff also on washing machines. So the tariff's going to be on imported solar cells, washing machines. Let's see. Yeah, if you're on washing machines, tariff range on a quota basis. Bottom line, if you need a washing machine, you probably should get out to the store before the price of washing machines start going topside. Let me just see. WHR, Whirlpool. So Whirlpool closed at 166. That was down 88 cents. That's trading 169, so that's up $3. So bottom line is that's they have 93,000 employees. That's in Benton Harbor, Michigan. So evidently, more than likely, what we see there is that also is a U.S.-based company, and more than likely that is going to, bottom line, keep that into higher price. Overnight out here, folks, the number to watch here is this dollar. The dollar index is 90.155. You have a large ABC structure on the way down. Longer ABC, meaning the A to B portion was January of last year to September of last year. You did the counter trend bounce. We're going back down. We already broke the B point of this large ABC structure down. Now the kicker is going to be how does it handle the 90 area? We've gone below 90 twice in the last 7 trading days. Both times it saved itself. Not that 90 is a big deal, but once you do get into the 80 numbers, guess what? You will see a very fast acceleration on the way down. Always remember, folks, whatever you think about, you bring about. Whatever you focus on grows. And whatever you want in life, folks, visualize it. Step into it, take ownership of it, and fly with it. Thanks for being here, folks. Have a great night, safe night. Look forward to speaking right back here tomorrow morning, 9 o'clock. Go get them, folks.
Platinum, grains, crude oil, gold, copper, cattle, hogs, gasoline, natural gas, coffee, cotton, cocoa, and sugar. These are just some of the commodities mentioned in the most recent issue of Andy Hecht's Techno-Mental Commodity Report. Andy publishes his weekly newsletter every Thursday morning, where he breaks down the commodity market and provides his subscribers with specific trading recommendations based on his trading methodology. By signing up for a free trial to the Techno-Mental Commodity Report, you'll get a full 30 days to try out this powerful newsletter service and see for yourself the types of trades Andy has recommended for his subscribers. When you sign up for a 30-day free trial, you're under no obligation to pay anything. And should you decide to continue, you will lock in the low rate of only $79 a month. Sign up right now for the Techno-Mental Commodity Report and make sure you're ready to catch the next big trade in commodities. For more information and to get started today, visit the front page of TFNN.com.